What's up, Habibis? Welcome back to my channel. First of all, I would like to thank all of you who are really watching my reviews videos, and that's why today it's another one for you, and it's about a really famous brand. But is it going to be a positive review or a negative review? No one knows. Stay tuned, subscribe please, comment down below, and I'll see you after. Today we are talking about the one and only Alo Yoga. It's one of the most famous brands when it comes to yoga apparel and accessories in the world. You can see them worn by Kendall Jenner, Georgina Rodriguez, and a lot of other famous people. I'm actually wearing their bras. So after trying their gear, I wanted to also try accessories. I got my hands on the one and only Warrior Mat. So I had to order this one, but since I live in Italy, I had to pay extra fees for the shipping. It's one of the most expensive yoga mats you will find out there, but is it worth it or not? I will leave it up to you. No doubt, it's the most luxurious feel and looks I have when it comes to my yoga mats. It's the most luxurious mat I own. You can see also from the difference of the materials and the printing how shiny the logo is. So it's all about the marketing and communication also. The way the branding is shiny, your eyes will blink and you will get it. And this is what happened with me 3 years ago when I decided to own one of those. When I got it, it came in a box. I opened the box and there it was. And I directly felt that my hands are not gripping on it. And I started to worry because as a yogi, you really directly feel if you are going to like the mat or no, if it's going to be your best friend or not. So on a positive side, it's a really long mat. So when it comes to space-wise, you feel safe because you have all your body on it and it's really even longer than you, so you feel really safe. They say it's PVC free and non-toxic. I believe that because you can directly also see that it's made of rubber, so the lower part is rubber. And so that rubber side became my best friend because I really wanted to use this mat and I had to flip it because the rubber side was the grippier of them, so I had to use that side. The really weird thing about this is that I met with a friend of mine when I was doing my yoga teacher training, and she also got the same yoga mat. I tried it and it was perfect. It was amazing. I didn't feel scared on it. I didn't feel that my hands are slippery when I do the downward dog. While on mine, it didn't happen. That wasn't the case. So I couldn't help but wonder, why did I get the slippery one? So is it about every 100 yoga mats, one of them is a little weird and it happens that I got one? I don't know. So another problem I'm having with this mat is that on the website of Alo Yoga, they said that it's anti-odor. When I opened the box, no, I really didn't like what was going on. It had a really strong smell and scent to it that I was a bit kind of scared, and I kind of didn't understand why. Now what about if you want to travel with this mat? Impossible. Because one, it's extremely heavy. It's really heavy. And two, other than the odor I had to feel when I opened the box, it didn't have any belt and it didn't have any bag. So on top of being expensive and paid for the shipping, I had to buy another bag for it or a belt. So I had to carry it on with a belt of a different mat, but it wasn't made for this one. So I really had a big problem with it. And now it sits in the bag of a different mat also because I barely use it. So make sure that you really have a bag or a yoga belt if you want to buy this one. Alo Yoga also offers belts and bags on their website. I don't understand why it has to be paid separately. I think when you pay this much for a yoga mat, it automatically also has to pay for a bag. So when it comes to the negative sides, I mean, that's about it. But one of them is major, which is the grippiness. Because if the mat is not grippy enough, you don't use it. And it's the most expensive mat I own, but the less used mat of them all. So that's the weird part, because when it comes to the apparel, they are really on point. When it comes to yoga mats, maybe mine is not, but maybe yours is, maybe the others is. And that's why I wanted to do this review. I don't want to be super negative, I just want to be real with you guys. What you see on social media is not always the case, the reality. So a lot of yogis out there are using this mat and they're loving it, and I see how good and grippy it is even on the video that they post. Mine isn't. So I'm using all the rest, but I'm not using Alo Yoga's mat, you know? So make sure you really decide on this one because of the quality of it and not because of the brand, if you know what I mean. So there you go, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I didn't go into too much details. I just wanted to tell you more about my experience with this mat. And hopefully if you get yours, you get the good ones and not the bad ones. And I'll see you in my next review. Thank you so much for joining. Subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you next time.